shall we? Because
yeah, went a bit early with the TV, the bad TV theme this week or last week.
I've got the worst.
But I forgot to do the old
shows of all time.
A quality TV show.
Oh, hang on. Yes, there actually is someone at the door. Oh, and I wanted to watch.
I can't watch anything, please.
I wanted to watch Pamela Anderson in Baywatch. Oh, hang on a minute. Yes.
That's them.
Bugger off!
It's the Nashville thing again, isn't it? When you've got a music, you've got a song.
Yeah, I'll definitely let that lie next week.
That's them singing. It's the Nashville thing again, isn't it? Like when you've got
Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather, and I can hear myself talking about El Dorado in the background.
Don't get actresses.
Oh, this was a bit unclear. Yeah, okay, the cine film footage at the end of Birds of a Feather. I was confused whether it was genuinely footage of Linda Robson and Pauline Quirk when they were little girls, but I don't think it was.
I think they were good. Yeah.
Shall I? Why don't I look it up now? Is this? Oh, that's going to be a difficult one to find out. Unless I just flat out ask Google. Were
they were quite good lookalikes, I have to say.
Were the girls at the end of... This is scintillating to listen to, folks, isn't it? Birds of a Feather. The real
adopted the Lawrence Marks and Maurice
actors.
They said that
are the photos on the credits of Birds of a Feather
writing the sitcom, the writers' room.
Well, that's not really what I asked, but yeah, there was photos at the end.
What you did there was you were too late.
But those genuinely were them. You could tell. I want to know about the cine film footage. I am sure the video of them is Linda and Pauline. They have been best friends for many years. Right, but you don't know that for sure. I believe the video footage isn't really them, but all the photos are, since Pauline and Linda really did grow up together and remained best friends.
10 half hours.
Sadly, most of the photos of children are not Pauline and Linda, and neither is the cine film. In fact, the little girls that play Sharon and Tracy in the cine film also feature in the second black and white photo wearing the same outfits. It isn't actually Linda and Pauline until the final black and white photo, which is the new titles. In the new titles is put into a film strip. Even then,
so, well, let's briefly run.
Why not even go down this road? Okay, I've been meaning to get to this.
Because I wanted to watch.
I keep going on about soap operas here. I'm going to stop because I can't imagine my key audience is really that interested in soap operas. But I think I forget to say something here. I can't remember what in the last commentary. I can't remember what I was going to say. What I was going to say is I was talking about cliches in soap operas and how they go through the same motions every time, the same story beats, and the ones in Neighbours about how the kids always got together in the same way, and when everyone left, it was always the same. It was always the whole street standing out in Ramsey Street and they hugged everyone internally, and they got in the car and drove away crying as emotional music played. Whenever anyone left in Coronation Street, right, I noticed that they always did the same thing. The day they left, they always had a massive blazing row with their best friend, and you were meant to go, "Oh God, that's tragic. What they've been best friends for years, and you know what a sad note to end on." And the big one I always remember is Bet Lynch and Rita in Coronation Street. They were always best friends for years, pals. And then on the day that Bet left, I think she came back later, but for a bit. But on the day she left after 30 years in the soap, she went into the cabin, and through very contrived reasons over nothing, she had a massive blazing row with Rita. And Rita went, Bet, I thought we were pals. Pals? You don't know the meaning of the word. That's what I wanted to say. I think Neighbours was the soap that I watched more than anything.
Curry.
Oh.
What did they do more than once?
I've just noticed that I've gone over the 33 minutes and 10 seconds mark. So I bet that Bet Lynch stuff is unusable now because there's always a little gap in the. I'll do it. I'll reiterate. I'll clarify what I was rambling on about on the next one.
So I watched Brookside for a bit. I probably watched it. I probably got into it for a couple of years.
Yeah, Neighbours is the soap I've watched more than any other episode. It
really did get awful towards
Let's.
I mean, they started putting it on late at night.
Neighbours was on lunchtime.
Swear words in a soap.
They started off at lunchtime on weekdays, and then it grew quite a following to the point where they started sticking it on in the evenings just after children's BBC. Much to my chagrin, because it used to be either the Flintstones in that slot or Ralph's Cartoon Time.
Family affairs.
So Ralph Harris would come on and he'd introduce cartoons, but he'd also draw with his felt tip pens.
I watched
pictures of Woody Woodpecker.
What more I can say about stuff?
Which later on, it was stories that which were pictures that I've actually seen and handled in my job.
I just wanted to talk this week. I couldn't be bothered.
Then in about 1987, they
Duff twins
took cartoons off and they put Neighbours back on.
Couldn't be bothered doing.
When Neighbours went to Channel 5, I was kind of hoping that they'd start playing the Flintstones again. But
with these kind of. I missed
probably a good thing they didn't bring
maybe we should let
Ralph's Cartoon Time back.
Think of something else to do.
So I probably watched, and it was like they were 2 years behind, but over the course of the next 20 years, they gradually caught up because in Australia they take a month-long break, so there's like an 11th month season, and then they take a month-long break, and so you'd always get these weird, really very, very dramatic cliffhangers every now and again in Neighbours.
Follow my channel regularly,
and then it would be resolved the next day. You think, wow, that was a bit out there, because they would always be the season breaks. Those would. So I think it's kind of caught up now. I think they have to have a month-long break now in this country. So I probably watched Neighbours from about
Doctor Who story
87 to 99.
Third and final one scripted by Douglas Adams.
Yeah, around about my
Hitchhiker's fame. My
going to uni was like my road to Damascus when it came to soap operas.
It was cancelled halfway through production this because of a
my epiphany that they were all shit.
It was an above average story.
I probably watched Home and Away for a sort of similar amount of time. I haven't prepared any
You know,
jazz
they got the old cast back
this
together,
week,
basically.
but
Here we go.
I thought I'll just play last week's because this.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed this so much, and I could talk over this, you know. I could talk over it last week as well.
Think you're on a run, not a stroll. Jazz can be up tempo too.
Right, I say something now. I'm not sure why I shouted this out, but I did.
I'm in the bedroom.